the river. There it is. We're going to be crossing over it to get onto the Nen Way footpath. Or is it the Neen Way footpath? We need to cross over this lock to get to the other side. Oh, look at these swans. There's a heron. There's a heron and 2 swans. Oh, how gorgeous. I can't get that close. Hopefully you can zoom in. Hi, it's Diane and welcome to another walk along the river. I like to record what I see when I go on walks, and you will see some of my sketches as part of this video. We're starting our walk by the sides of the River Nene near Alwalton, and today we're doing a circular walk from Alwalton round to Sutton and back to Alwalton again. As we're staying in Alwalton, we thought we'd do a circular walk because there aren't many options for public transport to get us back again. But this is an option if you want to do this part of the Nene Way. Wow, and there's a kite above. I don't know if you can see him on there.
Oh, look. It's a young one.
I love the sound of the boats as they move along. It's so relaxing. Hasn't scared the heron off yet. They are definitely doing some kind of mating dance. You're dancing, you asking, I'm dancing. The heron's completely ignoring what's going on. He's just at the bar ordering a drink.
I've come on my own, I'm leaving on my own. That's where I like.
Oh, they keep separating and then going back together. It's quite interesting, isn't it? It looks like we're going up towards an old windmill. Then we'll be on to the Nen Way, and apparently, according to this map, there's the site of the Roman villa. So you can see in the distance the outer shell of Castor Mills. It looks like it might have been a windmill. I think they did have windmills on this part of the river. Forgot to say we're actually on the Nen Way now. So we've crossed over the river to the other side. And after these mills, on the map it says there's a Roman villa site. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything. You're very pretty. Well, the cows are all running towards something. This is why I don't like being in a field of cows, because they can suddenly start running. Look how, I don't know if this camera is picking it up, but look how the cows are running around this field. It's a bit scary actually. They can certainly run when they want to. This is Castor Mill, and little is known about it. I think it first began operation in the 1800s. There would have been a cap to this building where the sails would have been attached to it. I believe it operated as a corn mill, and here is my very rough drawing of what it may have looked like. A bit further down the river is the old watermill, and the Nen Way takes you alongside it. We've just gone past what looks like the old mill. So anyway, this is just the lane taking us round. I think we're going to the left. For this part of the walk, we're actually heading in the direction of Wansford, where the Nen Valley Railway passes through, and there's an old station there. Oh yeah, so it's definitely telling us to go into this field. This walk so far has been so idyllic. We're in Cambridgeshire now, aren't we?
Yeah.
We haven't finished the walk yet, so I'll have to give a review at the end. Right, can you see the Roman town in the distance? Neither can I. But apparently this is a site of a Roman villa up ahead. It says on the map. So I think the Roman villa is maybe there.
In this region near the Nene River, archaeologists have found evidence of a Roman town and some Roman villas and a Roman fort.
I can't see anything. Yes, if you hadn't got a map, it would just look like another field. So you never know what's going on underneath these fields, what lays buried.
We continue to head towards Wandford Station, noting all the wildlife and plants along the way.
Yeah, what kind of tree is that? You would have to get up close. We're following the river. Apparently along here there's Roman settlements and a Roman town, but I've no idea where. I think these plants in front of us are flags. I think they're called flags. I have never actually seen any before. This is beautiful around here. And the river just flows round.
You can find these flag iris growing along the banks of the river.
Look how the plants are growing there, look. That looks weird.
Is that algae?
Is that algae growing up
across
the
stalks?
top of the grass?
Yeah,
It's weird.
it is, isn't it?
Can you hear the cuckoo? Can you hear the cuckoo?
I've never seen a cuckoo before, I've only ever heard them, but apparently they have stripy black and white feathers on their chest, as well as grey feathers at the top.
There is a cormorant, which you won't be able to see on here, right at the top of that tree over there. I've never seen so many birds before on one of these walks. It's just full of wildlife. I think it's because this area is less polluted. Can you hear that?
Yes.
And as it got warmer, it was time to bring out the silly pink hat.
I thought over there that we were looking at rapeseed
Yeah.
fields, but they're actually buttercups. What a nice change. So we're just enjoying this nice walk along the river. We'll see what happens further up. They look like seals. Are they seals? Yeah, they are. There's 2 seals on the riverbank. I can't believe that. I'm going to try and zoom in so I can see it. They're on the riverbank. I've tried to zoom in so you can see it. Look, oh, they've gone into the water.
Oh, I just missed them.
It's unusual to see seals this far down the river, but it does show that we're getting nearer towards the coast.
Cattle in calf, keep your dog on a lead. Oh, I'm scared. We've been told those cows up ahead are with a bull and not to go near them.
They've got calves.
They've got calves, so it's not good. So we're going to try going on this side of the fence and see if we can get past them. I think they come down to the river to drink water. Looks like there's an old mill over there. There's some people coming through, so they don't seem too bothered. Now, you stay over there, missus. I don't even know if we can get round this way.
There was a calf in this field, but there was no other way to go than climbing over this fence. But the cows didn't seem too bothered by our presence.
No, we can't get through. We do have to go in the gate. We've made it across. We climbed over that fence.
I didn't film this bit, but we climbed over the fence, ran across the side of the field and through this gate, and then felt a lot safer.
It looks like the Nenway goes down that one there. And this is a different one. This is more like Northamptonshire. You're walking around the edge of field, which is nice in its own way. It's nice to walk along the river.
The Nene Way takes you across Northamptonshire, and by this point you're going through the county of Cambridgeshire.
Look, it says operating railway on there, so we've come up to the railway line. This must be the Nen Valley Railway.
The Nen Valley Railway runs vintage trains such as diesel and steam.
I'm just going alongside it. Yeah, it smells like tar or diesel or something like that. For the next part of this walk, it looks like we're walking by the side of the tracks, but I don't believe that there are any trains running on it today, which is why we did the walk today. Although it'd be nice to see a steam train coming down. We're going over a bridge now. Look, it sounds like there's a generator over there. So I don't know what that's all about. But I like these old railways. I've been on them before. I've been on steam trains before. It's really enjoyable. So I recommend it. Yeah, this is Wansford Station that we're coming up to. I'm hoping that we can get round it. Don't believe they're running any services today. There is a cafe in there, but I think that's open on a different day. Need to check their website if you are going to visit. But looks like we go down here. Oh, look at that. So if you do this walk, you are going to need to go upstairs. Look at that. We've got a sign here. Let's have a look to see if we actually do need to go up there. Oh look, there it says Circular Route Sutton. So we're going to Sutton now, and then that'll take us round to Castor. Oh, that's good. We don't have to go up all those stairs. It might be closed anyway.
In the episode previous to this one, we took a train from Yarwell to Peterborough, and we went through Wansford Station. Wansford Station has featured in many movies, including the James Bond film Octopussy, starring Roger Moore in 1983. It's also been a film location for many other movies, including some from Agatha Christie. If you want to know more about our journey on the train, you can watch the previous episode to this one. If you look as we go over the bridge, you can see that the Nene Way passes underneath. And that's where we are at this part of the walk. You can find out more on their website if you want to visit. But for today, we're going to continue our walk to Sutton. It's important to note that there is a village called Wansford, which is further north, and this part of the walk today included Wansford Junction, which is a train station. Part of the walk is closed at the moment, which is why we didn't walk to Wansford Village.
So we're heading across this field and looked on the map. My phone went dead, so we were just guessing where we were going. But I brought it back to life. We're on the Nen Way going across to Sutton. So when you get to Wansford Station, turn right. So we've been going from south to north, haven't we? But if you were following the Nen Way from its source out to the sea, you'd be going the opposite way to this. But we're trying to do it as a circular walk. You know, you have to work out your route in terms of public transport, how you're going to get back, all that kind of thing. But we'll have to see how we're going to get over this field. Okay, looks like we go diagonally across here. The cows are over there. There's one over there. We should be all right. Oh, actually, there's some over there underneath the tree. So we think we might be all right. I'm just saying that for myself. I'm so scared of cows. I know it's pathetic, but I am. If you've had an incident with cows, you will understand. It's telling us to go down here now. She says in a very squeaky voice. I think we're all right. They look quite calm. Yeah. We're just passing through. Nothing to see here. That's it. You carry on eating. Okay, so here's the sign for Sutton. Yeah, down there. I think the Nen Way continues up there, but we're not going to do that bit. It doesn't say it's closed though, so I don't know. Anyway, we're going to Sutton. We've reached Sutton, so we're in the village.
Part of the Neen Way is closed at the moment, so when we reach Sutton, we made our way to Castor, which is the next village, and then we found our way back to Alwalton. And you'll notice that there are a few Roman roads in this area. We made our way to Castor where we had refreshment before making our way back to Alwalton.
Time for tea. Tea and tiffin.